Hope for a solution to the Eurozone's problems seem to be draining away after this weekend's meeting in Paris, as mixed signals come out of the bloc's two leading economies, France and Germany. Benedicta Marzinotto is a research fellow at the award-winning Bruegel think tank and joins me now. Benedicta, do you think we'll see a comprehensive solution by the end of the week?
I think I'm a bit dubious about the possibility of having something groundbreaking. I think the decisions that will be taken are, one, leverage the European Financial Stabilization Fund to increase its size, some recapitalization plans for all European banks, private sector involvement concerning Greece, possibly a rise in the threshold that was agreed on the 21st of July. But in terms of the quality of the decisions, I don't think it's going to be groundbreaking.
And what options are there available to increase the size of the EFSF?
Yes, there are basically two options on the table. One is to see the EFSF as a bank and allow it to open a credit line with the ECB. This is one of the options. The second option is to consider it as an insurer that will be able to insure about 20% of newly issued debt of troubled countries. I'm thinking in particularly of Italy. These are the two options. One has to bear in mind that the lending facility of the EFSF has been now increased to 440 compared to 250, but that about 120 has been already committed to Ireland, Portugal and Greece. So we're talking of leveraging really 320.
And how long does it take to actually implicate an enlargement of the Stability Fund in practical terms?
I mean, if you, whatever option you take, both options I mentioned will require about 4 weeks to be activated. So that's quite straightforward.
Why are France and Germany so reluctant to settle on a concrete solution to the problems?
Yes, I think there's some concerns and disagreement indeed about the way to leverage the EFSF. The first option, the one using the ECB, is the one that is opposed by Germany because it will mean that the ECB is taking up a role that is quite special. It's to some extent monetizing a large amount of debt. So it's against the principles of the Maastricht Treaty, which was to a large extent a German blueprint. The second option is the one that would get rid of German opposition, but it has also some negative sides. So it's difficult to come to an agreement about this leverage. The issue on which I think they could find some common ground is on the reform of the economic governance. So compared to previous meetings, I think this one will more directly talk about changes in the institutional framework. But again, because these types of changes take time, it remains an announcement.
So if I was to speak to you in a month after the G20 meeting, how confident are you there will be a solution, or will there just be more talking?
I think they've been talking about a comprehensive solution almost since the beginning of the crisis, or at least in the last 6 months. To be fair, I think the bank recapitalization is possibly a new chapter, and I think it's important that this goes ahead, even if it's relevant how they will end up doing it. And I think it's important indeed to avoid contagion to the banking system, which would risk bringing up also a credit crunch. So the last thing we want at the moment is to have slow growth in a context in which we have to cut and go for fiscal consolidation.
Benedicta Marzinotto there, whose impressive CV includes 3 qualifications from the London School of Economics. On Wednesday, I'll be speaking to Fitch about the state of the French banking sector. But for now, goodbye.